Goofball Sean Hannity is doing another investigative report on spring break this year. Let's watch.
Welcome back to Hannity. More of our spring break investigation. We bring on our panel. Ainsley Earhardt still with us from HollywoodLife.com. Chloe Malas is with us, and the author of Death of Cool, Gavin McInnes, back in the house. All right, before we get to you guys, I want to go back to Ainsley. You got a lot of marriage proposals at this. When we didn't put them in there, you got a lot of marriage proposals, Ainsley.
They're like 22 years old.
Well,
like, wait a little while.
It counts.
You look much younger than you are. So. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you told me, and I don't know how you're going to clean this up for TV, that the most common new thing you saw this year.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll hand that off to you.
They take those spray cans of whipped cream, and they spray them on the girls' rear ends.
Like literally?
Down and
Jon Stewart's going to love this.
And a guy comes and licks it off.
Oh.
I'm smiling, but I really shouldn't, because those poor girls, I will tell you, I lectured all these girls.
And they're all wasted, right?
And after I would interview them, I would say, don't flash. You're going to be 40 years old with kids one day, and you're going to regret this. Do not do this now. But they didn't care. They kept saying, seize the day, seize the moment, let's have fun.
You also say that there were girls passed out.
Yes. So we saw two girls passed out, and guys were on the ground taking selfies with them. The girls had no idea. They were smacking the girls with the beer bong, the tube. Right. And then the police officer told us the day before we got there, there was a girl passed out on the beach, and the boys were taking advantage of her body.
They had to stop her?
And they had video of it, and they posted it on Twitter, and that's how the police officers knew about that. And everyone on the beach was hashtag Spring Break 2K15. So you can go on that Twitter handle and you can see some of the most obnoxious videos.
Look, we have the video, we just can't show it and wouldn't show it, but you take a very contrary position in all this, Gavin.
Well, I think this is a perfect example of liberals' cognitive dissonance, where they say everything's cool, hey, it's spring break, people party, women are the same as men, and when you have that stupid lie in your mind, you end up making women more vulnerable. These women are not as strong as men, and when you let them go down there, you're a terrible parent. If you let your son go down there, you're a fairly bad parent, but sons are different than daughters.
There was a little bit of everything in that clip. You had the sexism of the guy at the end, you had the ridiculousness of Sean Hannity, who was prodding deeper into the sexual stuff. You had the girls acting like, oh, it was so wild and terrible, and I hated it so much / loved it a lot. So let's break this down. First of all, to that last idea of like, women are different than men. Am I clear about that? I said women are different than men. Do you get it? Do you get it? All right, dude, look, but the answer is for both of them on spring break, men and women, yeah, you can go to spring break. You can have a good time. Just don't go too crazy. Don't break any laws. Don't do anything stupid. You can drink, but just drink in moderation. You can even fucking do drugs. Just do drugs in moderation. Just don't do anything that can possibly ruin your life or kill you. That's it. I mean, look, the idea that, we're going to stop spring break because of Sean Hannity crusading, we're going to find a way to end spring break and end fun in America and end drinking in America. Kids are going to be kids. When you're that age, you're super fucking horny, you want to do some drugs, you're tired of being basically locked up in a cage up to that point in your life where you're living under your parents' wing and you have no freedom, and finally you get to break free and blah, let's all go crazy and fuck. So you're not going to stop that. I mean, all you can do is contain it. You can contain it through intelligence. You let them know, okay, look, it's fine. Hey, you want to have some drinks? By all means, have some drinks. You want to smoke some weed? By all means, smoke some weed. But just, be cognizant of what's going on around you. Don't get blackout drunk. Don't go with weirdos into strange places. Don't let this happen or that happen. Moderation. Limit the number of drinks you have. Limit the amount of money you spend. So allow the fun, but be smart about the fun. The idea that you play this Puritan game of never let my daughter go. Men and women are different. Fuck, stop. Well, what you're doing is you are setting these kids up for failure. Because I'm sure you know, and I know for sure, men and women or girls and boys who, when they were the most protected, when they had the parents who were most up their ass, they were the ones who lashed out the most and went the most crazy. So just be smart about it. And don't take this stupid puritanical line of like, men and women are different and fuck spring break, you're a horrible parent if you let them go, and ooh, it's so evil. I mean, this is supposed to be a news talk show. There's nothing more important going on. You do know we're at war, right? We're in Afghanistan, we're in Iraq, we're in Syria, we're doing drone strikes in Northern Africa. What the fuck, man? The announcement came out recently. Obama's keeping higher troop levels in Afghanistan longer than we thought. And what's Hannity talking about? Women shaking their ass. And I love how they're playing this moral game, but on the screen there's pictures of girls twerking. Girls are shaking their ass on screen. You see skin all over the place. I'm sure Cletus in Alabama was jerking his rod as this was going on. He was pressing rewind on the TV, beating off to Hannity because of this stuff. And Hannity says in the middle of it, we're not going to show it. You're showing it right there. You're showing asses shaking in my face. What do you mean? But you know what he's referring to, right? We're not going to show the thing that's too graphic. It's whipped cream down the ass crack of the girl, and then the guy comes up and licks it off, and this is such a terrible thing, and let me tell you how much I hate this. Please tell me more about it, my hot Fox News contributor. Oh, more about the whipped cream and the ass cracks. If you really want to see it, though, we'll put it on foxnews.com on Hannity's portion. Check it out. You're such hypocrites. You know you're interested in it. Everybody at that table's... Everybody's horny. Everybody's a human being. Everybody has sex. Everybody thinks about... Except they're... 1% of people less, maybe they're asexual, so I love you guys, not bashing you, but most people are horny and they want to have sex and they think about stuff like this. The idea that you cover it in the way that they're covering it, like, oh, it was so gross with whipped cream and body parts, ooh! It's just a silly way to cover it, and, can we also just agree on this real quick? They tried to link together sexual assault and spring break, as if, like, if you allow one, the other will happen. Like, if you allow spring break, then we obviously have to allow sexual assaults on the beach. No, you don't. Can we agree that sexual assaults, fucked up, wrong, terrible, lock those people up, arrest them, bring them to court, and let justice be done, right? We can all agree that that's fucked up, but we don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, therefore, no spring break ever. Nobody could ever go on spring break. That's ridiculous. That's like there's a fight at a hockey game, and then your takeaway from it is, well, ban hockey. But there was a fight. We could try to stop the fights without banning hockey. We could try to stop the sexual assaults without banning spring break. But this kind of logic is not allowed on Fox News.